With the latest Cyberpunk 77 patch, NVIDIA has enabled DLSS 3.5, path tracing, and Ray Reconstruction. I have to be honest, and maybe I'm in the minority, but I'm not the biggest fan. Honestly, I'd rather run the game upscaled with RT on max, even if it limits me to about 45 frames per second, which in my opinion on single player is more than playable. In this video, I'll take the same in-game moment and play it with both RT Overdrive to enable path ray tracing and DLSS 3.5 along with Ray Reconstruction, because that's the only way you can currently get it, and my preferred settings. Now, I tried to do the same activities in both to give you an accurate comparison, and this is unaltered with in-game audio on, so you can just focus on the immersion and study the differences if you can see them. And afterwards, I'll do a side-by-side in-game benchmark and explain to you where I personally notice the differences and what really bothers me about DLSS in general. The FPS counters are really small in the first half of the video, and due to real life, I didn't get a chance to refilm it, but DLSS 3.5 gives me about a 50% FPS increase, which you'll see in the second part of the video. So without further ado, let me show you why I dislike DLSS. Both these tests were run on an RTX 4090 with a 5950X CPU, 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and let's get to it.
Se recuerda que eso se llama de juego contra otros usuarios de la vía pública no estaba protegido por la segunda enmienda.
So my biggest gripe with DLSS is that when you really focus in on images as DLSS is doing its thing and upscaling, they're blurry for like a split second. You can see it a tiny bit during the pool scene in the bar, and especially when the doors open, when they leave the bar, during the benchmark when you look outside. The transition from the light is much crispier and much less blurry where DLSS is off. And you can notice more, you can especially notice more blur when you start to look up at the trees and in the sunlight. And towards the end of the benchmark, when you're looking at that last palm tree, you really start to see the blur, and that personally kills it for me. Again, I understand the FPS is about 50% lower with my preferred settings, but I have had zero issues with lag or stutter in my 40 plus hours on Cyberpunk 77. Now, I understand that this is my opinion, and honestly, I'm not sure it's going to be a super popular one, as I know a lot of people enjoy DLSS, especially people who want to play on 4K resolution with lower end hardware or just want higher FPS. But I wanted to share why I think more people should play at the native resolutions, and hopefully I was able to explain my reasoning. If you agree, please leave a comment down below. If you disagree, please leave one explaining why as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have some more Cyberpunk 77 content out this week and next week, as I am super excited to dive back into this game. So far, this patch has been incredible, and I cannot wait to try the expansion out. For the next Cyberpunk 77 video, I will be putting the 7900 XTX through the paces, and I want to see how it holds up, and I want to see if anti-lag really improves the resolution as much as I've heard. I'm sorry, as the frame rate as much as I've heard. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Croupman out.